Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK, on day 51. Ta-da! As usual, I went to bed last night wondering what to talk about in the morning, and then I woke up this morning wondering what to talk about. And I think I'm just going to briefly touch on, and I think this video is going to be very useful to me if, in the unlikely event, I thought it might be fun to have a few days of all of the foods eating. I don't want to use the word normal eating because I believe that carnivore should really be our normal eating, and it really should be our signature eating, and eating little bits of the crap that the other people eat. No judgment, it's just, it's available, it's made to be yummy, and people are tempted to eat it. I was. 52 days ago, I ate it too, okay? I'm just saying, this is a good video if I decide to suddenly, let's take some time off at Christmas. It's not going to happen because I've done about 5 or 6 different completely carnivorous Christmases. So I know I can do it, and I know I will do it. But I think you know what I mean. This is a handy reflection. So I'm going to say, I want to talk about the fear of cravings and the fear of hunger when you're not doing carnivore. Now, if any of you have, if you're watching this and you've started carnivore and you've never gone back, you may not be able to relate. But if you have done carnivore and stopped for a period of time, you'll know that the cravings and the hunger come back super quick, scary quick. And I've always had a fear of, well, no, not always. My fear of hunger began when I was 19. And I started my very first ever diet, and it was a low-calorie diet, and it was 1,000 calories a day. My dad suggested that I might be get a bit fat. I wasn't, by the way. I was a lot smaller than this. But in the 90s, even if you were just a tiny, tiny bit chubby, let's go on a diet. There's nothing on the internet because it wasn't invented, so I had to go down to a local newsagent and pick up the first magazine I saw, and it was Slimming magazine, and that encouraged me to eat 1,000 calories a day. Now, if anyone's ever done that, you'll know it's horrible. It's a horrible existence. How people like my mother-in-law can continue to eat 1,000 calories a day, year after year after year. She must feel horrible all the time, but because she is so obsessed with being thin and it's the only way she knows how to be thin, she just lives with it. There are a very small subset of people in this world who can do that very low calorie thing permanently. Generally, they've got a lot of health problems, and they're generally pretty grumpy people who are hangry all the time, but they will do it because they just don't know any other way to stay thin. But when I did it, of course, I then associated slimness, or the pursuit of becoming slim, with screaming, horrific hunger. And that put me then that put the fear of hunger in me ever since. So I'll be 49 in January. So basically, I've spent 30 years fearing hunger. And then also, the fear of craving. When you stop carnivore for a while, or you've never been carnivore, you will understand that if you are a carb addict, sugar addict, the cravings are constant, a constant emptiness, a constant searching, yearning, longing for food that doesn't go away. And it doesn't matter how much you eat of it, that constant internal yearning and longing to eat doesn't stop. And then you've got the fear of going out. I used to have a fear of going out to dinner with friends. Friends were cooking for me. And I'd be panicking about what time are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? How much are we going to eat? Maybe I should eat before I go. I really envy these people that can build up an appetite and build up hunger. Because for me, that was terrifying. And then I'd eat before we go because I was just so stressed out about when are we going to eat? What if we get there and they're nowhere near finished cooking? I always thought that we should eat as soon as we got there, but that's not sociable. No. Have a little drink, sit and chat, wait for the meal to mature. And I'm sitting there starving, panicking because of that fear of being hungry and having to go to bed without food that started when I was 19 on my 1,000 calorie diet. And that's stayed with me. And the only way for that fear and that constant longing and yearning to go away is for me to do the carnivore diet. And I think that's just one of the many, many reasons I gravitate to the carnivore diet, because those things go away. The fear of hunger goes away because you're hardly ever hungry, and you know that when you are hungry, you can get to eat without question. If you feel hungry in the carnivore diet, you're just going to eat. Brilliant. And those cravings go away. Not in the first couple of days, but after a while, those cravings go away. So yeah, this video is basically entitled, this is day 51. And let's not go back. Let's not go back. I won't go back now. And I think videos like this, the reality of coming off the carnivore train and how quickly those fears, and also not to mention the fact that your body's now in complete chaos because it's now thinking, stealing a phrase from somebody else, hey buddy, whose side are you on? I'm trying to heal you up here. I'm trying to keep you alive. What's this you've just done? What have you done to me now? No, I'm not healing now. I'm now in chaos. And I'm going to let you know with that chaos, because I'm now going to make sure you can't go out in the morning because you're going to have to sit on the toilet 4 or 5 times first. I'm going to make sure that it's going to be a bit more difficult for you to get up off the floor. I'm going to make sure that you now got brain fog just to punish you. What's this? Whose side are you on? What's this crap you've put in me? Last Christmas, I did take 3 days off. And I have to say, it wasn't as enjoyable as I thought. It was really fun to take part in what everyone was doing. But my God, it didn't take long for the scary hunger feelings, the scary craving feelings, the insatiable want for food all day long, the brain fog, the joint pain, the gut problems. It's very important to me that I make this video, because I need to talk to myself about, and talk to you guys about what it's like, what the reality of not being on the carnivore train. You think it's going to be fun. You know, sometimes you might fall off the train just because you've just had a horrible time. But other times you might fall off the train because it might be fun. That might be fun. And to start with, you justify it. You tell yourself a nice little story that it's going to be fun to do. And what can we eat? Yay! What can we eat? Like a 5-year-old. You're not 5, Sarah. You're a grown woman. You know what it all tastes like. So you're just basically behaving like a 5-year-old at that point. Yay, what can we eat? But that fun feeling very quickly wears off for me. And then my mind is in panic because I'm thinking, now I'm not carnivore. What horrible illnesses could I get? And then you'll get some kind of cold or detox thing, and you'll be thinking, oh, if I wasn't eating this crap, that probably wouldn't be happening. And then the sugar and the carb cravings kick in, and they settle in. And now you don't know how to get back to carnivore. How do I get back to carnivore? When am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? I'm at work. I work with children. I can't go through that transition. I'll wait. I'll wait till half term. I'll wait till Christmas. I'll wait until such a time. Like earlier this summer, you know, I was off the train feeling like shit. All the usual fear of hunger, all the usual fear of cravings, and thinking, I can't start until the beginning of the summer holiday because I'm going to struggle so much with energy that I'm just going to stop again. So I'm going to wait. And then the fat comes back and the bloating comes back. And not really guilt as such. I don't think really guilt helps. But the feelings of sadness that you've done it again. Done it again, now I've got to get back and start again. And then you've got to do a day 1 again. If I see comments of people saying, today is day 1 for me again, it actually makes me feel really sad for them. because it reminds me of all the times I've had to do day one again. And doing day one again, I think probably that's another whole video on its own. I'm probably going to do a video in a few days' time of the whole day one thing and how upsetting it is. Because especially with somebody like me who has worked out that there's a lot of healing to be done before she's going to get any meaningful results. And now she's restarted that. And now she's on day one again. I'm not really a crier. But actually, that makes me feel quite emotional thinking of that. And I'm so excited to be on day 51 instead of day 1. I was worried that I didn't have anything to say this morning, but I think I did have something to say. I think this needed to be said. And I am going to watch this video again a few times a week, just to remind myself of what it's like to, in reality, once you've found the carnivore magic. As Charles Washington said, if you don't know Charles Washington, he's one of the pioneers. He's gone quiet these days, but he set up the Zeroing In on Health Facebook group. Many of you have probably heard of him. Great bloke. He's had to pull away from it a little bit, and I'm not surprised. You know, he was in the space for a good 10 years, just trying to motivate people. Why can't I have my peanuts? Why can't I have my salad? It gets a bit old for these people. You know, he's doing it for free. I totally get why he took time out. But he said, once you felt the magic of carnivore, you're going to keep coming back. And I always knew that was going to be true. I knew that even if I messed about, carnivore was going to be my destination. And I think now, I know now. I am carnivore. I am going to be carnivore for a very long time. Absolute minimum of a year. But if that ever scares me, it hasn't scared me yet. On day 51, it still doesn't scare me that I've got to do it a year. But if it does scare me, I can say to myself, on day 366, you can go on a binge fest if you must. You probably won't, but it's nice to just promise yourself that. Anyway, I need to eat my my burger patties that are in there. They're still warm. I left them in the pan for a bit longer so that they would reabsorb all the fat that escaped. So I'm excited about that. So day 51, it's all about the fear and about hunger and cravings and the realities, the real realities of coming off the carnivore train. Not the fun side, the 5-year-old side, the adult side of coming off the train. That's my epiphany this morning. The 5-year-old kind of pushes you off the train, and then the adult says, you messed up there. You're now going to regret this, and now you're going to have to restart, and it's going to be shit. But I'm going to make you do it because I'm the adult here. I think that went well. Have a great day. If you get any sunshine, we're not having any sunshine today, but if you have any sunshine, enjoy it. Eat your meat, drink the water, do some grounding if you can. Doing your best. Looks good every day. Just do what it takes to keep you happy and healthy and thrive. Take care, guys. Bye.